Jamal Jackson, Appalachian State University, quarterback. So it's definitely an honor. I feel like I did some good things last year, and I also have some things to improve on. But it's definitely an honor to be on that list with other quarterbacks around the nation. And I just want to do what I can. First off, to help my team, win each and every Saturday and do what we need to do to win the conference and the national championship. It's been a great experience. I had my first couple of years. I had the opportunity to play behind some great quarterbacks at Morehead and Deaunte especially. I took over midway through the season last year. Was able to gain some experience on my belt. Now going in my first full year starting in my junior year, and I'm excited. The team is hungry and we're ready to play. As a quarterback, I feel like I am dual threat, but I do tailor my game towards the passing game first. With Appalachian State, it goes back to the late 80s, winning conference championships, but, being in his last couple years, being a perennial powerhouse, it's tradition. Tradition has been built in Bull, North Carolina. It's known for its winning. And, this year, we're trying to get back on the right track and get back to the national championship and bring that back to Boone. I think the SuperCon in a whole, is a very challenging conference, but, I think hands down, everybody marks that Georgia Southern game on the calendar. It's a great tradition, great rivalry. I think one may have been going into halftime against Georgia Southern last year. I think it was 10-0, and we had a comeback route called, and they played cover two. And Brian Quick took it up the sideline, but I got flushed out the pocket. I had to throw it kind of off balance, going to my left. It was like a 60-yard touchdown, but that was pretty good throw and catch. Growing up, that's always been a dream. It is, but I have 2 more years left on the college level. And, I got a lot of learning to do. But I definitely do want to play the next level, but I still have things to accomplish in these next 2 years in college. With the slim off time that we get, I can sometimes be a couch potato playing Madden or NCAA or NBA 2K, but I just like to surround myself with my teammates. I'm kind of a goofy person, so I like to laugh, go to the movies whenever we can. But I just, when we do have off, I just like to enjoy myself, have a couple laughs with my teammates and just have fun. Man, I have to go look at my room. I know something I've had since I was 10 years old was I wrote a little piece at one of my uncle's funerals when I was younger that I cherish dearly, and I have that. What else do I have? I have a couple of my old recreation football jerseys that I have from when I was playing Little League football, so trophies and stuff like that. So just a few things. And, I have a couple fitted hats, about 15. And I wouldn't say I'm a shoe fanatic, but I do like shoes. When it comes to clothes, I kind of switch up a little bit. Buy whatever appeals to my eye, but I kind of switch up a little bit. If I want it my way, I'll eat pizza and donuts every day, but I gotta, somewhat make sure I'm putting it in so I know what I'm getting out. But I just try to eat, I eat what's good. Try to eat healthy sometimes, but protein, yeah, I intake that on a daily basis. After a meal, after a workout, but sometimes the cookout and the McDonald's calls my name sometimes. Make sure I'm able to lead the team. Keep our focus high. Don't let distractions get in. From an offensive standpoint, take care of the ball. Be consistent, and from a team and on the team basis, just stay focused and have fun each and every day. Yeah, man. We had a real good relationship, man. I'm proud of him, what he's accomplished, and I can't wait to see him play on Sunday this year. And, having him in the locker room and being able to throw to a target like that was great. You knew if you was in trouble, all you had to do was find number 8. And, definitely gonna miss his production, but I feel like we have some young receivers that's ready to pick up the slack and make a name for themselves. Obstacle. Just being, growing up in inner city, raised by a single mother, it's always statistics out there about, not being that successful when you come from that background, but, my mother did a great job of raising me and, coming from inner city Atlanta, there's always going to be obstacles in your way, but I feel like, with the leadership of my mother and the things she taught me, I'm definitely doing a good job. I think we have 2. The first game of the season we played East Carolina University. Dating back to, 15, 20 years ago, it's been a rivalry. Even longer than that, that's a big game for us. First game of the season, we want to make a statement. Right after that, we play another FCS powerhouse in Montana on September 8th. So, those 2 big games are games that people want to see. Good competitive games and two great teams playing against one another. So, it's going to be the first 2 games are definitely going to set the tone for the season. Jamal Jackson, Appalachian State University quarterback, and App Nation. We're out here strong in the numbers, and we love you and continue to support us.